When people are against the Illuminati, then they get punched in the face all the time. The press hates them, and nobody likes them.
It's owned. The hip hop community is most likely owned by gay. To be honest with
But do you think they'll be?
They're owned by gay. I happen to think there's a gay mafia in hip hop.
Right.
And if anything happens to me after I bring up this subject, you know what it is.
When people are against the Illuminati, then they get punched in the face all the time. The press hates them, nobody likes them. It's gay. It's owned that the hip-hop community is most likely owned by gay. To be honest with you, but do you think they're owned by gay? I happen to think there's a gay mafia in hip-hop, right? And if anything happens to me after I bring up this subject, you know what it is. There was a time when comedian Katt Williams would frequently make headlines due to controversies surrounding his personal life. His antics have ranged from getting into public fights to several legal issues. Among all of these troubles, one thing the Rib Cracker has maintained is calling out gay groomers in the Hollywood music industry and those who go after underage new talents. Would Have, Should Have, Could Have by Taylor Swift, 29, In by Demi Lovato, Your Power by Billie Eilish. What do all of these have in common? These are songs by women who scorched the earth in their studios and raged, reclaiming that air pass and exposing the violations they experienced. They are a revenge for young girls who fell victim to grooming at the hands of adult men in their lives. Katt Williams, aside singer Jaguar, Wright has been busy exposing truths about powerful people in the industry. According to Jaguar, a lawyer who used to work with Diddy told her that she walked on an R&B singer, Christopher Williams, giving Puff top back in the day the door wasn't locked, so she didn't think twice about just walking in. Jaguar said what when she walked in, she saw Christopher Williams forming fellatio on Puff, the neo-singer. Went on to say that Diddy demanded for a demo deal, and that Puff's rationale was that making a straight man perform oral S on you is the ultimate proof of your power. I'll do whatever the fee I want to do in my building. It's power. See if I could make a suck my D. I could make people do anything for money. Diddy allegedly said. Diddy's ex-bodyguard Gan Deal commented on Jaguar's accusation on his YouTube channel. And now Deal said that Puff was often sui fluid and once took Zebit to a gay club. He also suggested that he had seen Diddy engage in homosexual acts, and unlike Jaguar, he saw it with his own eyes. I know that for a fact because I was right there. He said Eugene watched the door, that don't let nobody come through. I said, I'll watch the door, and if I watch the door, and him and a man ran out naked, and I said that ain't nobody told me that I saw that myself. He said emphatically, I'm telling you what I said. For decades, now hip-hop heads and pop culture fanatics have been speculating about the ALB missing you artist duality. Of course, he's denied rumors of being bi or gay over the years, but that hasn't stopped the allegations from flowing. Apart from that conversation, other users also mention Diddy's past admission to introducing R&B stars like Usher to an adult lifestyle years before they were of legal age. He admitted to exposing Usher to older women, a hypersexual lifestyle, and trying to get him to lose his virginity when Usher was around 145. One person wrote, lest I digress, I believe Usher's real relations with women and his life might have been different had it not been for Mr. Love. They further speculated. Another account pointed out that the core issue many have isn't with the father of seven's rumored involvement with the LGBTQ+ community on Twitter. Now ex-fans took turns to air their views on the troubled music executive, with the firsters posting the issue is not with Diddy possibly being gay. It's the fact that there have been rumors for years that he uses his closet to take advantage of young men and women in the industry, promising things in exchange for dominance and favors. That is the issue. A second person added. Diddy admitted to exposing Usher to older women at hyper lifestyle and trying to get him to lose his virginity when Usher was around 1,415. Lest I digress, I believe Usher's relations with women and his life might have been different had it not been for Mr. Love. Via third person added, surviving Diddy is going to be fire, so I follow him the whole time. I remember watching P at the Beverly Hills Hotel. I'm filming this, and it's a pool party that is ridiculous money. In May this year, a TikTok video was released that featured interviews of rappers and singers speaking about Puff Daddy's crazy and reported all men parties in different interviews and questions about the rapper heterosexuality. The video opens with Jamie Foxx being interviewed and speaking about Sean Puffy Combs' secret parties that supposedly featured young men. It was around the same time the Oscar winner went into a coma, prompting means to suggest Diddy tried taking him out after he revealed the underbelly of his gay side. Jamie Foxx is still hospitalized after suffering from what is it being reported as a brain attack or stroke at the age of 55. One fan tweeted another fan followed that up, this time posting was there an attempt on Jamie Foxx's life for speaking out against Diddy rappers. Like 50 Cent made fun of Puffy regarding the types of parties he'd make where there were all men and supposedly even younger men, as it happened with Usher when he went to Flavor Camp. The video also has an interview when Howard Stern and co-host Robin Quivers interview the R&B singer Usher about his beginnings in New York City when he went and lived with Puff Daddy when he was a teenager and addressed the parties and celebrations that they had at the so-called Flavor Camp. Usher talked about Flavor R Camp on the Howard Stern show without being too specific. The singer spoke about how he got to know the lifestyle, but did not know if he would participate and indulge since it was pretty wild. Later in the video, it was suggested that Shea Poofy Combs and Usher used to share a bed when Usher was just 10 years old and they would wrestle for Frosted Flakes then. There is Diddy's closest friend and another alleged Hollywood groomer, Jay-Z. For years, rapper Jay-Z lied about cheating on girlfriend-turned-wife Beyonce. Apparently, there's another unethical side to Jay-Z as well. Jay reportedly has a predilection for young girls, and it is disturbing. While in his late 20s, the rapper allegedly kept pursuing underage girls. A story leaked that he went after a then 15-year-old Foxy Brown when he was an adult. Brown was quoted as the source after Jay-Z contacted her. Shet retracted the story out of fear of the violent felony and woman beater. Rumors have been rife in the industry for years that Jay had S with a then underage singer Rihanna, whom he signed at age 16, and he was in his 30s. Rihanna is now in her 30s. There were rumors that Jay was lying about being in his 40s when industry people stated Jay-Z was already in his mid-50s, and his wife Beyonce was actually in her mid-40s back in 2018, and lying about her age as well. The same was said of Jay-Z having S with singer turned reality star Terry Murray, who is now in her 30s. Jay-Z signed Terry at age 16 as well, and used his influence to trick her into giving up the cherry. Terry and another of Jay-Z's mistresses, Bridget Kelly, would later be seen on the reality show Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, which gave them new careers after he destroyed theirs with mismanagement, substandard songs, and the wrong images. Rumors in the industry also stated Jay had S with the late singer Aaliyah when she was underage. Speaking of that, the rapper also did a joint album and tour with known music industry PR Kelly, who illegally married Aaliyah when she was 15, and he was 27 by unlawfully supplying her with a fake ID. Her outraged parents had the wedding annulled. Birds of a Feather put out No movie. I said, that's not my style. That's not what I'm going to do. Yeah, I could have put up movies. I could have showed the ER Kelly video that everybody's talking about, made fun of it, and set your J in there. More evidence in a resurfaced interview from 2002, Nas spoke to Wendy Williams shortly after the release of R. Kelly's infamous S tape, featuring an underage girl in light of the viral Surviving R. Kelly docuseries. A video of Wendy Williams interviewing Nas in 2002 recently resurfaced. The interview took place shortly after the infamous S tape of R. Kelly and an underage girl leaked to the public. And here's Nas discuss the controversial singer with Wendy a few months before the interview aired. Nas had dropped his 2001 album Stillmatic, which featured the Jay-Z AIM diss track, Ether, widely regarded as one of the best diss tracks in hip-hop. Nas told Wendy that he believed Jay was aware of Kelly's wrongdoing, saying, I could have shown the R. Kelly video that everybody's talking about and made fun of it and show pictures of Jay hanging out. You can't tell me Jay didn't see a 14-year-old girl come into the studio and sit on R. Kelly's lap. He continued, you're going to tell me he didn't see no 14 yet. Our old girl come into the vicinity. The rapper continued, you've seen it go down. I've been around R. Kelly. I've been on tours with him. I didn't see no 14-year-old, but I talked to the man and saw there's a little problem there. He had it that Kelly needs help, saying I pray for him. I'm here for the people. I'm here to talk the truth. Another close associate of Diddy, who has gotten himself in trouble, is singer Aaron Hall P.A., has recently gone viral for a bizarre throwback interview with Vlad TV. The rep and B singer has been roped into a new lawsuit that Diddy was hit with recently in his third alleged stool assault case under the Adult Survivors Act, Since the first lawsuit against Diddy from singer and former girlfriend Cassie reached social media, the media mogul has been hit with 3 more heat. Has since stepped down from his role as chairman of Revolt, the music-oriented digital cable television network he founded alongside Andy Schwann back in 2013. One of Diddy's newest complaints comes from an anonymous music user who alleges